Never forget the sound of someone running behind you when you know you're the only one alive. That sound has lived inside me ever since the night in Montreal when I followed my cousin into the tunnels beneath the city. Places no tourist brochure ever mentions. Places even the metro workers pretend don't exist. If you think this is just another urban legend, let me stop you right here. This isn't some internet creepypasta. I was there. I lived it. And if you've ever wondered why some corners of the metro feel colder than others, why some corridors smell like rot when there shouldn't be rot, maybe you're brushing past the same darkness that took Ryan. And I swear to you, I barely made it out. It started as a dare. Ryan was my cousin, a photographer at McGill University. He had a fascination with forgotten places, abandoned factories, rooftops, graveyards. He collected them the way some people collect stamps. One night in January, he came to me with an excited gleam in his eyes and his laptop open. "Dude, you've got to see this." Someone posted on an urban exploration forum about the metro tunnels. Not the active ones, like unfinished ones. Sealed off since the 70s. He spun the screen toward me. Grainy photos showed a rusted door, stenciled in French, "Interdit, ne pas entrer." Forbidden, do not enter. Behind it, blurry shots of a tunnel vanishing into black. "Look at this," Ryan whispered, like we were kids plotting to sneak out past curfew. Hidden doors behind maintenance corridors. Whole sections of track they built and never used. "Man, it's like catacombs down there." I laughed, shaking my head. "And you want to go down there?" "Hell yeah. Come on. It's Montreal history. One night, one adventure. No one will ever know." We picked a night when the city was quiet, snow falling in thick, lazy flakes that muffled the streets. Past midnight, we slipped into a side entrance near the old Champ de Mars station. The maintenance door creaked like it hadn't been touched in years. The stairwell smelled of rust, oil, and stagnant water. I felt it in my gut immediately. This was wrong. Too still. Too silent. We followed concrete corridors for what felt like forever, the only sound our boots slapping against wet stone. Then we found it. The iron door from the forum. Faded paint. Chipped letters. Ryan's grin widened. Jackpot. The hinges screamed as he pushed it open. Inside, nothing but black. Not darkness like a basement or an alley. This was absolute. My flashlight beam felt swallowed whole as if the dark itself was alive. The air changed, too. Colder. Damp with the stink of mold. We stepped inside. It stretched endlessly in both directions, a concrete artery with no tracks, no lights, no signs it had ever been used. Water dripped steadily from somewhere far above, echoing off the walls. But the echoes weren't right. They bent, warped, came back wrong, as if the tunnel was listening. Ryan's camera flash popped, bleaching the walls white for a second at a time. Each burst left shadows in my vision that seemed to move when I blinked. "Relax," Ryan whispered. "It's just empty tunnels." But my gut told me otherwise. 20 minutes in, we heard it. Footsteps. At first, I thought it was just the echo of ours, but then I realized, no. The rhythm was different. Slower. Deliberate. Behind us. I spun with my light. Nothing but wet concrete and black. "Probably water dripping," Ryan muttered, but his voice wavered. Then it came again. Louder. Closer. Running. We froze. The sound stopped. Ryan forced a laugh. "You're freaking yourself out." But I knew I wasn't. We pressed deeper, reaching a narrow stretch where the walls closed in. That's when my light caught something etched into the concrete. Names. hundreds of them. Some dated back to the 1970s, scratched deep as if carved with knives. Others looked fresh. Ryan crouched, snapping pictures. Creepy! Workers must have done it. But my skin prickled. Too many names, too many dates. And some had no end date. As if whoever carved them never got the chance. Far down the tunnel, a scream ripped through the dark. A woman's voice, high, shrill, echoing everywhere at once. Ryan dropped his bag, eyes wide. Holy shit, did you? Yes, I whispered. My hands shook. We need to go. Now. Before we could move, our flashlights flickered. Once, twice, then died. Total blackness. And in that blackness, breathing. Not ours. Right behind us. Ryan fumbled with his flashlight, cursing. I flicked on my phone light. Its weak glow barely lit 5 feet around us. That's when I saw it. A figure crouched at the edge of the light. Skin gray, stretched too thin over bones. Its mouth gaped in a smile far too wide, teeth like broken glass. Empty sockets where eyes should have been, but I swear it still looked at us. Then it moved. Not like a person, not walking. I don't remember making the decision, only the pure animal terror of movement. My boots pounded wet stone. The tunnel seemed endless, twisting, splitting into jagged forks. The sound followed, claws scraping the walls, breathing like a dog too close behind you. Ryan screamed, "Left! This way!" I followed blindly, lungs burning. But no matter how fast we ran, the noise was always right there. I risked a glance back. It was closer, so much closer. I heard Ryan scream before I saw it. The thing had him. Its claws sank into his shoulders, dragging him backward. His flashlight clattered to the floor, beams spinning wildly across the walls. "Ryan!" I screamed. His mouth opened, but no sound came out now. Just silence. And then he was gone, swallowed by the dark. I don't know how long I ran after that. Minutes, hours, it blurred together. The tunnels looped, twisting into impossible shapes. Sometimes I swore I saw daylight ahead, only for it to vanish. The carvings on the walls grew thicker, names on top of names. And then I saw Ryan's. Fresh, wet. I dropped to my knees, sobbing, certain I was next. Then, light. A faint glow ahead. When I staggered onto the street, it was dawn. Snowflakes drifted lazily down, coating everything in white. Cars drove past. People bustled, like nothing had happened. But Ryan never came out. I went to the police. They searched. They told me there were no sealed tunnels, no hidden doors, no evidence anyone was down there at all. They called me confused, traumatized. But I know what I saw, and I know what took him. Months later, I still can't ride the metro, not without hearing footsteps pacing me in the dark. Sometimes when the train slows between stations, I glance out the window and see a face in the shadows. Ryan's face. Eyes hollow, mouth stretched too wide. And always, always that sound. Running, chasing, waiting. If you ever find yourself in Montreal, near the old Champ de Mars station, and you notice a maintenance door you're not supposed to touch, don't. Some tunnels are forgotten for a reason, and some things in the dark aren't meant to be found. If your best friend vanished into the dark like Ryan, would you risk everything to go back and save them? Or would you accept they're gone forever? Share your answer in the comments.